Victory or success. Let's break these words down a minute because I believe fundamentally that the words that we speak are the magic that we then bring into creation and experience throughout the entirety of our life's journey. So, victory, Vitori, really, it's a story and is told via the teller. So, whoever tells the story is most often the victor. And this doesn't come back to being some form of fakery or delusional version of yourself. This comes back to looking for the positives in every situation and giving yourself the opportunity to see them. Vi Tori, Vi story is told via the teller. So it's dependent on the teller to whether somebody believes the story to be true or not. Yeah, I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm doing really well, thank you. Two completely different frequencies behind those stories. So one is more believable, one is more achievable. Because if you are in a mind frame of personal development, you may have heard of the old expression to fake it until you make it. You can do this all day long, but you're still going to be faking it. What I do is I believe it until I achieve it. Bring up an image in my mind of what I would wish to experience in the physical. Hold that image and Vitori, tell myself the story of how I get from where I am to where I'm going. And then comes the next part in the jigsaw, how to actually really become victorious and to able to experience the life of your dreams in all ways, shapes, and forms. Because if I thought I was at point A and I wanted to go to point B and I mapped out a path accordingly, and then I tried to walk that path, but something blocked my way and prevented me from moving any further. But I said, no, this is my path, this is where I stay. Well, then I'm going to be blocked and unable to move forwards, unable to venture or to discover what is just over wherever it is blocking my path. I know who I am, I know where I am, I know where I'm going. And then I allow for stepping stones to be created, knowing that if it is required, that we let go of our desires instantly and we change direction accordingly. We allow for fate, let's say, intuition, guidance, divine support, or synchronicity for that to remind us and to lead us, to inspire us. The story of my life is one of victory, where maybe only a few days it was one of misery. Everything seemed to be piling up around me because just though a character in a film, we all go through those ups and downs. Just because I'm a healer and able to see and to deliver people liberation in a way that I still cannot actually explain, just because I can set others free in order to live their best life in all ways, it doesn't mean that it's always the same for the player, for the man behind the screen, for me to achieve those same wild dreams. We all have our ups and downs, our trials and tribulations. And what I'm trying to say here is just because I know what to do, it doesn't mean that I always do it. And then again comes that moment of clarity and epiphanies and changes of direction. And I can see so clearly once again that I have always been victorious. is my story. And last night, meeting and seeing people for the first time in 25 years or so, at my mum's birthday, and everybody saying, "Whoa, I see you. Always known this is what you were going to do. And I'm so very proud of you. It's amazing to see what you're doing. Thank you." I took a moment to reflect and to reconnect and said, "Yeah, you know what? Thank you. Thank you, me. Thank you for doing what it is that you are here to do and being who it is that you be. Because it's not been an easy couple of years. I have been through a lot of internal pain, struggle, and turmoil. And through it all, I kept my heart open to love, as I refused to shut off or to run away or to hide in fear. I kept my heart open to love. And for about a year, I lived in almost continual pain. And where most people would have closed their heart and run away, I kept mine open. And I realized I did this fundamentally, principally, mathematically, harmoniously, lovingly, everythingly for me. Because I choose to live in love, because it's who I am. This is my victory, way beyond anything else comprehensible. And now that I have taken that last piece of the jigsaw, now I seem to have risen outside of the waters of the mind that I was churning and frantically splashing around in, raising to the surface all the shit that was at the bottom, working through the shit, but still kicking and splashing around, raising up more shit from the depths of the ground. Now I'm at a point where I've realized that I can actually ascend and raised above the water. And the water of the mind is now settled once again. And given a little time, all the sediments will sink back to the bottom. But because I have churned up so much shit, the treasure that was previously just below the surface is now able to be seen. And with a single dive back down, when the time is right, I will collect that treasure, raise it back up, and actually distribute it, share it equally amongst every single life form upon this planet. We all have struggles. Mine have all been internal. And to each and every person who is going through a hard time at present, you have always been victorious in everything that you have done. Your success rate, well, is one. One victory, life in completion. 100% success rate. Because every time you face an obstacle in the past, you've overcome it to get to this point now. Everything you do is part of a bigger picture. And when you can raise up above to take that bird's eye view, it becomes so much more clearer to see what it is that you are here to do, which is to just be you, the most unique and unapologetic version of yourself in every single way, shape, and form. This, after all, is why you were born.